Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a steak perfectly, using 3 different chef's techniques, and it's going to be awesome. First, start by thoroughly drying your steak. You want to get rid of as much moisture as possible so that you can help get that incredible Maillard reaction, which is the caramelization of sugars. Once that's done, go ahead and season liberally with salt and salt only. Now, if you use any black pepper, as soon as it hits the hot pan, it's going to burn and it's going to taste super bitter. You can always add pepper at the end. Now with a sharp knife, you want to carefully prick all the fat on the fat cap right here to help that fat render down. I decided to serve my steak with some broccoli and a really nice mushroom jam, which is basically a mushroom sauce, but I just took it a bit further. For the mushroom jam, start by finely dicing half a red onion. This is the Marco Pierre White technique that requires it to be so fine that it melts into the sauce. The mushroom doesn't have to be as fine, but the garlic does. Make sure that you also crush 3 or 4 garlic cloves and keep it aside from the finely diced garlic, as this is going to be part of the aromatics. Cut up the broccoli so that all the pieces are relatively the same size so that they can all cook the same. Toast up some sesame seeds and leave aside to cool. This is completely optional, but I like the way toasted sesame seeds taste on top of broccoli, plus it adds a really nice nutty flavor and crunch. Wash the broccoli and parboil it in lightly seasoned water. To begin the steak, start with a pan or a wok that's as hot as can possibly be before you go in with your olive oil and then the steak. I did the Heston Blumenthal way, where I made sure to flip every 15 to 20 seconds so that the exterior is nice and caramelized but the interior doesn't get overcooked. Now I flipped a lot more than I'm showing you on camera. I did this until it reached the internal temperature of 134 degrees Fahrenheit before I took it off the pan. Then I went in and added 1 tablespoon of butter, the smashed cloves of garlic, some thyme and some rosemary. Now these are the aromatics that Gordon Ramsay typically uses, and they add a really nice sheen and flavor to the steak. Now, once they've released their flavor to the oil, you should be able to smell it. Go in and quickly rub your steak in that amazing butter. You want to be as quick as possible so that the steak doesn't cook any further. Doing this allows you to prevent any burning while also getting that amazing flavor. Now onto the sauce. Now take out the cloves, add the minced onion and the minced garlic. Add another tablespoon of butter and then the mushrooms. Once you've released the water and turned nice and brown, add a splash of white wine or Shaoxing wine. Cook it off and then add your stock. Now I'm using a pure lamb stock. Add a touch of cream and cook it until it's brown. Now you can create this incredible jam by just cooking it down, but make sure you don't cook it too much or the oil will split. If it does split, don't worry, just drain the mushrooms away, you still have that incredible jam, and in addition you also do have this really nice mushroom oil that you can always use for garlic bread. Now while the steak is resting, I went ahead and seasoned my broccoli, added some toasted sesame seeds before I went ahead and cut up the steak. I cut it up at an angle as Gordon Ramsay would do so that it doesn't get cold, and at the same time I felt like the steak was way more tender this way. Go ahead and season it further with salt and freshly cracked black pepper after the steak has been nicely cut up. But not before you sear the fat cap with a creme brulee torch.